Hey guys, it's Dr. Savy with Blossom Family Chiropractic, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about allergies today. We actually just had a kiddo come in today who was having crazy allergies, not only to their environment, to her environment, but also to just everything in general, and had a ton of sinus congestion, right? So we went ahead and started adjusting her, and within 3 adjustments, sinus is completely drained. And then within 5 adjustments, her skin started to clear up too, which was amazing to see. And I wanted to explain why this was happening. In order to do this, we have to understand why allergies are created in the first place. So allergies are actually labeled as a autoimmune response. And the reason that they're labeled that is because it is a weakened immune system. Now, to understand that, we have to understand 2 parts of the immune system. There's the Th1 response and a Th2 response. Th1 response is going to be the externalization process of our body. So this is any time that we get sick. Okay, so this is going to be when we spike a fever, or when we have a rash or diarrhea, anything that's coming out of the body. The Th2 response is going to be our long-term memory. So say a virus or bacteria comes in, and all of a sudden, all these antibodies swarm in and allow us to never get that same virus or that same sickness again. Okay. So what allergies is an imbalanced or weakened immune system, where the Th2 response goes up and the Th1 response goes down. Now let's talk about some things that actually increase that Th2 response. So one is going to be a stressful pregnancy, and we see that a lot. Moms are faced with more stress than ever before during their pregnancy. Another one is going to be C-section deliveries, which in Florida are close to 50%. So a C-section delivery, the baby's not going to be exposed to the vaginal flora that helps build their immune system. And they're actually coming out in a very sterile environment. So that's going to increase that Th2 response and thereby weaken that Th1 response. Anytime one goes up, the other's going to go down, okay? Other things that are going to increase it, vaccines. Vaccines are going to increase antibody production, so that's going to increase that Th2 response. Other things that can do it are going to be a toxic environment. For instance, eating foods with a lot of pesticides on them, or just pollution in general, that's going to increase our Th2 response. Eating a diet that is inflammatory, like a lot of dairy, a lot of sugar, that's going to increase our Th2 production. And so what happens is Th2 response is up here, Th1 response is down here. And the immune system keeps trying to go and go and go, and it's never able to actually turn off. So that's why we see kids walking around constantly with runny noses. It's because it keeps trying, but it doesn't fully get there. So what kind of things can we do to boost that Th1 response? Well, a great one that a lot of people don't realize is chiropractic. Chiropractic is phenomenal because it actually helps to boost that Th1 response in our body. It does that by stimulating the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve is what's responsible for the control and modulation of our immune system. Vagus nerve comes out of the brainstem over here and comes 1 millimeter outside the top portion of our neck here. So if that's misaligned, even from the birth process, it shuts down that control center for our immune system. So by adjusting the spine, especially the top portion of the spine there, it actually is going to stimulate that nerve and really start to increase that immune function that we need to grow and develop healthy. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a little bit about allergies and immune function and how it all ties in together. If you're interested in getting your kiddo checked, definitely check out our office. If we're not close for you, if you're not in St. Petersburg or Tampa area, then we'll definitely find somebody for you. Thanks so much for tuning in.